Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Data Wizard. In this video we're going to discuss about the maths in data science, in which we will discuss about the measure of dispersion, in which we will discuss IQR, that is interquartile range, and how to understand the box plot and what values the box plot represent. In addition to this, I'll also tell how to relate these terms in our data science so to understand better. I request watch the video till the end. So, without wasting time, let's start part 2 of the series. In this series, we'll discuss about the measure of dispersion. These are interquartile range, variance, standard deviation. We'll discuss this with an example to understand better, and also we'll discuss how they are used in our data science. So let's start with interquartile range. What is this interquartile range and why it is used? You will be having several questions in your mind, and the answer is here. So let's start with the definition. IQR can used as a measure of how spread out the data values are, or you can say that the statistics assume that your values are clustered around some central values. The IQR tells how spread out the middle values are. It can also be used to tell when some of the other values are too far from the central value. On the other hand, you can say that the interquartile range is also defined as the spread of 50% data value. Quartiles are the points that divides the distribution into quarters, which means into 4 equal parts, and one part is known as Q1, that is containing 20% of the data, another is Q2, that's containing 50% of the data, and Q3, that is containing 75% of the data, and the last one Q4, which contains 100% of the data. And remember, the Q2, which contains 50% of the data, is considered as median in the interquartile range. And if you are following the blogs for data science and YouTube videos and some studies, if you are continuing for data science, you would be knowing these things, that Q2, Q3 and Q4, but you don't know how to calculate this Q2, Q3, Q4. So here's the answer. As you can see, there are 3 formulas for obtaining the interquartile range points, that are Q1, Q2 and Q3. For Q1, which is 25th percentile, is calculated by n plus 1 upon 4, which means what is n here? N is a number of observation. Remember, Q2, which is also known as a median, 50th percentile, is calculated by n plus 1 by 2, and Q3, which is 75th percentile, is calculated by 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4. And note here, n is a number of observations. This formula identifies the position within the data, not values. It tells the position of the value, okay, and must be placed in numeric order, which means it should be in sorted form. Now let us understand interquartile range while taking an example. Suppose there are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we have to take the interquartile range for these numbers. So how do we do that? Suppose if we have to take out, first of all, the thing, it should be in numeric order. So is it by default? So now we know Q1, that is 25th percentiles, formula is n plus 1 by 4. Q2, median, 50th percentile, n plus 1 by 2. Q3, 75th percentile, 3 into n plus 1 by 4. So after the mathematical computation, you will get these answers, which you can see on the screen. A question arises, why are we doing these things? These things we are doing to know or to find out the outliers. Why we are taking the outliers? The outliers are responsible for misguiding the data which we are having. And if you want to know what are the outliers, please watch my previous video. Click on the I button and it will redirect you to my previous video. And now we'll moving forward to know what we'll do with these values of Q1, Q2, Q3. So let's take out the range in which the outlier doesn't exist, and apart from that the outlier exists. This is calculated by some formulas. I am sharing that with you. To know the possible outliers, and what are them? Let's start with the definition. The possible outliers defined as any values outside of the interval And what is this interval? The interval is q1 minus 1.5 multiplied by IQR, that is our interquartile range, that is considered as a lower part or the minimum you consider. And there is another, that is q3 plus 1.5 into IQR, that is interquartile range, that is the upper bound, you can say that. And as you can see over the screen, it is written why we had mentioned possible. The answer is there. Possible is mentioned because the point just be a part of the tail of the distribution, but we may not have enough data to confirm. So what is this tails and all? You will understand it when we will discuss about the graphical or the data visualization concept of IQR, that is interquartile range, and which we are going to discuss. There are many. What we are going to discuss is box plot. What is box plot? Box plot is a standardized way of displaying the distribution of the data based on 5 numbers summary. What are these 5 numbers? That is minimum, first quartile, Q1, medium, third quartile, that is Q3, and the maximum. It can tell you about your outliers and what their values are. It can also tell you if your data is symmetrical, how tightly your data is grouped, and if how your data is skewed. The interquartile range shows how the data is spread about the median, that is Q3 minus Q1. As you can see over that in the box plot, that is interquartile range. Now, any data point less than the lower bound or more than the upper bound is considered as an outlier. And you can see what is the upper bound and lower bound. The minimum, it is written over there, and maximum, you can see. Again I am repeating, the value which is less than the minimum and the value which is more than the maximum, it is considered as an outlier with the help of the box plot. And let's understand it further. The median Q2 or the 50th percentile, the middle value is the middle value of the dataset. And first quartile Q1, that is 25th percentile, the middle number between the smallest number, not the minimum, and the median of the dataset. The third quartile Q3, 75th percentile, the middle value between the median and the highest value, not the maximum of the dataset. Hope you guys would have understand what is IQR range. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel, like, share and comment. Stay motivated, keep learning.